It's the middle of August in Major League Baseball. October is right around the corner, and two of the best teams in the sport who have big October dreams are set to square off over a four-game weekend set in Hollywood. Tonight it's game one of a four-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is as meaningful as it gets for a series this weekend in Major League Baseball. Hello, one and all. I'm Matthew Owens. Welcome to Los Angeles. Thanks for having us in for the game. Put simply, these are two of the best, perhaps the two best teams in Major League Baseball. The Brewers, of course, lead the National League Central Division with a record of 74-47. They're 3.5 games up on the Chicago Cubs, who did lose earlier tonight. Meanwhile, for the Dodgers, they've hit a rough spout here over the last couple of weeks, but they've recovered. They're still 8.5 clear of San Diego in the West. They're 73-48. Both of these teams in a battle with the Atlanta Braves, also at 73-48 to get the top spot in the National League. And of course, Tampa Bay in the American League at 74-46. They're contending with these two teams plus Atlanta for the best record in baseball to get home field advantage for the World Series. So this is an important four-game series. It starts tonight, and it starts with Roki Sasaki on the mound for the Dodgers, 5-5 this season across 20 starts, an ERA of 4.54 and 105 innings. Got away with a no decision in his last start last week against Arizona, where he pitched well, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits in 6 innings in a game in which the Dodgers went on to lose. Of course, it was a couple of weeks ago where the Dodgers traded for one of the best pitchers in all of baseball, Tarik Skubal. Everyone lost their minds over that, but since then, the Dodgers have not been their normal selves, although they are trying to round into form. It's a big series tonight for them against the Brewers that gets started, and it gets started with the first pitch from Sasaki, which is in the dirt for ball one, and we are underway. Jackson Chourio leads it off for Milwaukee. Chourio, who's gotten hot over the last month or so, hitting .275 on the season with 17 home runs and 48 RBIs. Sasaki home with a 1-0, and that's swung on and missed by Chourio. It's a ball and a strike. Milwaukee coming out west, not a great start to their West Coast swing, swept earlier in the week by San Diego. 1-1 is swung on and missed, splitter dipping down to the knees, and it's 1-2. Milwaukee just doing things as they seemingly always do, very quietly, but very impressively. Here's a 1-2 home from Sasaki in the dirt again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sasaki, the right-hander from Japan. He'll turn 25 this November. One of just many superstars on this Dodger team. Here's the 2-2. Chourio swings and grounds it to second. Tommy Edman up throwing, and he's got out number 1, and that's the way this one gets started. Rest of the lineup for the Brewers looks like this. Behind Chourio, it's Garrett Mitchell, who will bat next, followed by Gary Sanchez. Jake Bauers, Andrew Vaughn, and Christian Yelich acts as the DH, is the middle third, followed by William Contreras, Joey Ortiz, and David Hamilton. That's the starting 9 for the Milwaukee Brewers as Garrett Mitchell takes a slider from Sasaki that just missed the outside edge. It's 1-0. Brewers wearing their powder blues tonight with dark blue numbers and gold trim with gray pants. 1 ball, no strikes. Sasaki home, misses outside again with a fastball, which is what he throws most of the time. Over 40% of his pitches is the four-seam fastball. That one at 98. That's about where he'll max out at. 2 balls, no strikes. Sasaki deals in the zone with a splitter, and it's a tap foul ball that's covered by the catcher Rordvet, and he tags Mitchell out. Mitchell had not moved. He thought it was a foul ball, but it was called fair, and Mitchell is out, 2 unassisted. As it hit just in front of the plate, and it was called A fair ball by home plate umpire Gabe Morales, who's joined by Mike Machlinski at first. Doug Eddings is the crew chief at second. Emil Jimenez is at third. 2 out, nobody on. Gary Sanchez to the plate, misses high and tight. Does Sasaki on the first pitch. To Sanchez, hitting .230 on the season in his 64 games of action. The 1-0 is hacked at and missed. Sasaki, that good splitter, that when he is on, he gets it to dip down hard right as it approaches the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gary Sanchez. Batting third in the order, put out by Pat Murphy, the Brewers manager of Syracuse, New York. Ball and a strike. Here's Sasaki. Righty comes home. Fastball at 99 is in for a strike. It's 1-2. As mentioned, the Brewers getting swept earlier in the week out west in San Diego to the Padres, while the Dodgers finally started to find a rhythm again. They swept Kansas City earlier in the week. The 1-2 is low from Sasaki. Of course, before that, the sky was falling for a lot of Dodger fans, as they lost a series before that to Arizona. They were swept by the Cubs. They were swept by the Red Sox. 2-2 in on the hands and pitched foul by Sanchez. Late arriving crowd here at Dodger Stadium, which is not abnormal. Normal Los Angeles night, though. Temperatures in the mid-70s. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sasaki comes home. Sanchez takes low and away with a slider. Count runs full. Nobody on, 2 out. And Jake Bauers on deck for Milwaukee. Sasaki set. Home with a 3-2, and it's taken for a called strike 3 on the outside edge. And Sanchez walks away. Will he challenge is the question. Looks like he will, and that will be reversed. ABS says that it was outside, so that's a very important overturn. And it's ball 4, and Sanchez will take his base. JT is with us. Let me get his mic up. There's JT. Hello.
Your boy knew it. Before the challenge was even called, I'd already put walk down. Your boy knows it.
Here's Jake Bauers, and a half-hearted swing on a first-pitch slider is missed for strike 1.
I'm glad it wasn't a strike, because it would have been quite hard to change it.
JT's
online,
new favorite thing is keeping score of baseball games. Here's an 0-1. Sasaki in the dirt. Good block by Rordvet, the catcher, to keep it in front of him.
My new favorite thing is all of the random stuff turning up at my door over the next weeks and apparently year, according to NASCAR. Jesus.
Jake Bauers from California, from Newport Beach. Ball and a strike. Sasaki, after losing Sanchez with ball 4, comes home. Slider is hit on the ground to third, a bouncer. Shoveled by Kike Hernandez to the bag at second to get the force out there, and that'll put an end to the Milwaukee first. And that will send us to the Dodger half of the first, as we are underway here in Los Angeles. No score. Dodgers coming to the plate after Roki Sasaki on the mound gives up no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left.
Now, I'm still learning here.
Yeah.
That would go down as a fielder's choice, right? Or does that not count?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I need to press that button, and it was fielder's choice, and it was 5-6. Look at that. Yes, because it was the end of an inning. Awesome. Wow. Yes. To follow up on what I just said, I ordered diecasts for the first time today, and one of them says that it will ship August 2027.
Oh my gosh.
They did say that it would be. Wait, no. They said that it would be expected August 2027, but it would ship on or before the 27th of July. So I'm hoping that it's before the 27th of July, Matthew, because the cases for them are turning up today. Because I ordered cases on Amazon. And they were on Prime. And they were going to arrive today if I ordered them in the next 3 minutes. So of course I ordered that, and it's the first time that I've used Amazon and something's going to be same day delivery, because I've never shopped at 1 a.m. 2 a.m. before.
Shohei Ohtani will lead off for the Dodgers as we go to the home half of the first, and the first pitch to him is outside for ball one from lefty pitcher from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, was a Florida State Seminole, Shane Drowan. Kicks and deals a 1-0 to the best player in all of baseball. 96-mile-an-hour fastball misses outside, 2-0. Drowan gets the start tonight.
Have you teleported?
Possibly. Here's a 2-0. Over but low with a sinker, and it's 3 balls and no strikes to Ohtani. Drowan coming off a poor last start. Last week against Minnesota, he gave up 6 runs on 9 hits in 5 innings. Here's a 3-0. Ohtani taking all the way. Fastball pumped in for a strike. It's 3-1. Drowan this season is 6-4. In 13 starts and 23 appearances, Ohtani whacks a 3-1 out to center field. Back at the wall, and it's off the wall. Mitchell takes it out in center. Ohtani on his way to second is in without a throw, and it's a leadoff double for the fantastic, the astonishing, the never unbelieving Shohei Ohtani, who has his 24th double of the season and did not miss a home run by very much, out to straightaway center.
Now, Matthew, I still can't tell what the difference between line and fly.
Well, that would be a fly ball, yes.
Okay, awesome.
Here's Andy Pages with a runner in scoring position. First pitch to him, breaking ball in for a strike from Drowan, the rookie out of Florida State. Mentioned a 3.87 ERA for the year for the rookie across 93 innings. No balls and a strike. Pages chases and misses a fastball. It's 0-2. Pages hitting .270 on the season. So Ohtani at second, as he absolutely whacked a ball out to straightaway center and got extra bases out of it. Now Pages and Tommy Edman behind him will try to get him home. Drowan checks Ohtani at second once, now twice. Ohtani takes a lean to his right. Drowan comes home, misses up and away with a fastball. It's 1-2 to Pages. Pages, a .270 hitter with 19 home runs and 76 RBIs, is the most on this Dodger team. Here's a 1-2, swung on and golfed out to right field. Bowers coming in, will grab it. Will Ohtani tag and try to advance? No, he'll stay put. And that is a very important out recorded by Drowan. Milwaukee defensively has Jackson Churio, Garrett Mitchell, and Jake Bowers in the outfield from left to right. Andrew Vaughn is at the hot corner. Up the middle is Joey Ortiz with David Hamilton. Gary Sanchez paroles first. William Contreras is behind the plate. One away for Tommy Edman, with Ohtani still put at second. First pitch to Edman misses inside. 1 ball and no strike. Former NLCS MVP, back with St. Louis. This is his 3rd year as a Dodger. Goes fishing at a curveball that was below the knees and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike.
What MVP was he?
MVP of the NLCS.
I would like a foul, please, Matthew.
Edman calls for time. That would be the National League Championship Series. Here's a 1-1. Drowan again, checks twice on Ohtani. Now delivers, and Edman takes a strike on the outside corner. Well-placed slider makes it 1-2. Could never get over the hump and win a world championship with St. Louis. Could Edman from Pontiac, Michigan. Of course, has won 2 rings in the last 2 years with the Dodgers. Here's a 1-2 in on the hands. That's punched foul. Right side, will it get out of play? It will hit the netting behind the chasing first baseman Sanchez. Count stays at 1-2. Mentioned he's from Pontiac, Michigan, Edman, but he knows California extremely well. Played at La Jolla Country Day High School in La Jolla and played collegiately at Stanford. A ball and 2 strikes. And Edman takes low. 2-2. What was that?
Do we know if he drives a Pontiac?
I bet he'd drive something much nicer. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drowan takes a peek at second, delivers. Edman fouls it off the plate. Stays put at 2-2. Hitting .275 on the season. Of course, he's only played in 45 games this year, has Edman. Has yet to play over 100 games in a season with the Dodgers. 2-2. Drowan delivers, and it's a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Edman might want to challenge that. It looked very much inside. No challenge from Edman, which is surprising because he would have won it quite easily. And with a runner at second and now 2 out, I'm surprised Edman didn't challenge that. He should have. Instead, there's 2 out for Freddie Freeman.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Freeman takes a first pitch strike, fastball in at 96 inside half. Freeman left last night's game in the 8th inning against Kansas City. Hitting .306 on the season with 15 home runs, but he has not hit a home run in his last 31 games. Takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-2. It was when he was going back to get a foul ball when he fell into the dugout. Left the game late. Back in the lineup today. Here's an 0-2. Swung on and a bouncing ball to third. Vaughn has it. His throw across the diamond is there. And after giving up the leadoff double to Ohtani, Drowan does well to get the next 3 in order. No runs on 1 hit for the Dodgers. No errors, 1 left. Through 1 in LA. No score between Milwaukee and LA. First game of 4 in this very important series between 2 of the best teams in baseball.
I am aware that should have gone to Specsavers is a very British joke. So, Americans, if you did not get that one, it's not just you. But yes, Matthew, I have an unheard amount of things turning up at my door soon.
Okay.
And when I get this camera working, well, the camera works. When I plug this camera back in, you will see those changes. Of course, when they arrive. Oh, and here comes the cat. Basically, the cat has got a really bad neck.
Oh, no.
And she has been locked in. She can't go out because she's going to have to go to the vets tomorrow.
The vets?
She's the veterinary clinic.
Is that multiple vets?
Whatever you
that
call
see
it.
the cat? Like, you have the cat see multiple vets?
No.
Then why do you call it the vets?
That's just because British. Anyway, so yeah, she's going at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. But she's the most outdoor cat known to man. So she's currently meowing the house down, Matthew.
I see.
at 3:30 a.m.
Of course.
I
Andrew
should probably
Vaughn.
reset the scoreboard. There you go.
Andrew Vaughn leads off the second, takes ball one inside from Roki Sasaki, who comes back home. Nice breaking pitch in for a strike on the outside corner. Ball and a strike. It's Vaughn, followed by Christian Yelich and William Contreras in this inning for Milwaukee, 5-6-7. 1-1 from Sasaki is in the dirt and outside, 2-1. Sasaki gave up a walk to Gary Sanchez on what was called strike 3, and then on an ABS review, it was overturned. Gave up a 2-out walk that did not come back to bite him. 2-1 to Vaughn, and it's again in the dirt from Sasaki, who looked like he lost his footing on the delivery. Now it's 3-1. Awkward landing. Vaughn, a .295 hitter on the season, on base percentage of .383, 5 home runs, 34 RBIs. He's delivered 27 walks. Might draw another one here, as it's 3-1. And Sasaki takes the pitch clock all the way down and now comes home, and it's swung on and lined into center field, a base hit. First hit of the night for Milwaukee, as Vaughn was able to get on top of a pitch that was up in the zone, and he strikes Milwaukee's first hit of the night, as that was up shoulder level and still was able to lash it out to center. Not the most comfortable of at-bats there from Sasaki. And now here's the designated hitter, Christian Yelich. First pitch to him is a fastball that misses in tight. 1-0 to Yelich, who has 14 career home runs against the Dodgers, now at age 34, from Thousand Oaks, California. Here's a 1-0, and that's over the heart of the plate and fouled away to the left side. Ball and a strike. Yelich has 8 home runs this year, 40 RBIs, a .231 hitter, on base percentage of .313. He's a .288 career hitter against the Dodgers. Mentioned the 14 home runs in his career against LA Blue, 34 RBIs. Andrew Vaughn with a hit. He's at first. Here's a 1-1 to Yelich. Breaking ball turned on the ground to first. Gathered by Freeman. Thrown to second for one. And then out of the glove of the shortstop Rojas. They get the out at second. There will be no relay for a double play attempt, as Freeman with a good stab at first on a ball that got on him in a hurry. And then Rojas lost the ball out of his glove on the exchange from glove to hand.
If that did happen, would have that been a double play 3-6-3?
Either 3-6-3 or maybe even 3-6-1 if Sasaki was covering the bag. Sasaki comes home and pumps in a strike at the knees to Contreras with a fastball. So Yelich is on base after grounding into a fielder's choice. 1 on, 1 out, and the 0-1 to Contreras is a fastball popped up. Shallow left center, in from center comes Pages. He gets underneath it and has out number 2. So 2 gone, and that'll bring up Joey Ortiz. Sun setting in Los Angeles. One of 2 games currently ongoing in Big League Baseball now that the Phillies have defeated the Twins in the Field of Dreams game out in Iowa. As Sasaki's first pitch to Ortiz swung on, grounded to second. Edmund Smothers throws to first in time, and that is a quick inning for Sasaki, despite giving up a hit to Vaughn. He retires the next 3 in order. No runs, 1 hit for Milwaukee. No errors, 1 left. We go to the home half of the second.
I need to catch the hell up. Yelich was fielder's choice.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 3-6. Yeah. Uh, you are still. Are you out? Yes. I think that guy was out. And then
got
hold
JT
on.
keeping up with score behind. So you got two people on this stream that's keeping score of the same game here.
Hold on. But I need to get the pitches right. Hold on.
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
So, you're good because you got there. So, delete at that. Just tell me when to stop waffling. Jesus. Right, let me get that ready. And then so.
Oh my goodness.
Right, ball, and now fast forward.
The many things that I thought would happen when we got JT into American sports. This is
Wow.
certainly not one of them. I did not think we'd have him scoring baseball games. This is quite incredible.
So on 1-1 it was fielder's choice, 3 to 6. And now what happened with this guy? Right, come on. I need to get back live, please.
Yes, he has to go very quickly now.
That was called strike.
We'll let JT catch up as 37-year-old.
Indeed.
Let's see. No, I beg your pardon. Teoscar Hernandez is leading off this inning, and he takes a called strike. But we're gonna. No, we're not gonna have a challenge. Thought we were. We're not. 0-1 pitch to Hernandez, swung on and grounded up the middle, a base hit. So a leadoff hit to start the Dodgers second for Teoscar Hernandez. So a leadoff hit to start both innings for the Dodgers.
Right, Matthew?
What was that?
F8. F8 for Contreras, or however you say it. Why is my mouse not working?
Let me get back over there. Yeah, F8, P8. I've got it as a P8.
Oh, okay. My mouse has stopped working.
Now here's 37-year-old Miguel Rojas from Venezuela. 1 on, nobody out. Breaking pitch is in for a strike from Drowan.
This is so stressful, Matthew.
Rojas hitting 289 on the year. Does not have a hit against Milwaukee this season. He's 0 for 8 against the Brewers this year. Here's an 0-1. Fastball out of the zone. Swung on and fouled to the right side. It's 0-2.
Okay.
Rojas started his career with the Dodgers 12 years ago, but then spent a ton of time in Miami. This is his 4th year back with LA. Here's an 0-2. Slider misses low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Drowan couldn't get Rojas to fish for it. Kyle Tucker is on deck. A leadoff double for Shohei Ohtani in the first. Then Drowan retired 3 straight. He's given up a leadoff hit here to Teoscar Hernandez. 1-2. Swung on and bounced to short. Chance to turn a double play. Ortiz to second. Hamilton's relay in time, and a double play erases the leadoff hit by Hernandez. 6-4-3, grounded into by Rojas.
And then Ortiz was a fielder's choice, 4-3. Right.
Who was this?
Number 3 for Brewers.
Talking about Joey Ortiz? Yes, 4-3.
Okay.
Here's Kyle Tucker, who fouls away strike 1.
On fielder's choice. Awesome, got it. Oh, I've skipped here. Hello.
Kyle Tucker hitting 239 on the season. Lefty on lefty matchup here, and Drowan's slider misses outside for ball 1.
Are you okay?
You got me on my heels here. 11 home runs, 54 RBIs for Tucker. 338 on base percentage. Here's a 1-1. Swung on and golfed high down the left field line. In foul territory, it will get foul. And it's 1-2.
Is that a double play? 6-4-3.
That's right.
Okay.
You're just about caught up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It goes by quickly. The
I know
pitch
it
clock
does.
is changing everything. 1-2 from Drowan in the dirt. It's 2-2.
Okay, let me try and update that feed there. I'm doing multiple things. Hold on. That got sent to the moon.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Drowan delivers in the dirt again for a second straight pitch. Count runs full to Tucker. Nobody
I'm
on and 2
live.
out. After the inning was led off by a Teoscar Hernandez base hit up the middle, Miguel Rojas then grounded into a double play. No score as we play the last of the second. Drowan, the left-handed rookie out of Florida State. Comes set from the belt, kicks and deals, and a swing and a bouncing ball pulled foul down the first base side.
Okay, I can actually see I have vision and I am live in living color.
Very good to hear. 3-2 again, and that swung on and missed as Tucker went chasing a fastball well out of the zone away, and he spikes his bat into the ground as Drowan has his second strikeout. No runs on a hit, no errors, none left through 2. No score. Brewers and Dodgers, 2 of 4 teams in baseball with 70-plus wins on the season, dueling here in what very well could be a playoff preview, maybe even an NLCS preview, depending on how October goes between these two very hopeful teams.
He does know that bat does have feelings. I don't think it would have liked being spiked into the ground like that. Does List look kind of right to you?
Okay,
Matthew?
let me pull it up here. Let me get mine alongside. Let's see here. This is the Brewers, sorry. I was on the wrong side. So let's see. I've got 4-3 for Churio. 2 unassisted for Mitchell. Sanchez reached on a walk, and then Bowers grounded into a fielder's choice to end the inning. Then in the second, Vaughn led off with a hit. Yelich grounded into a fielder's choice 3-6 for out number 1. Contreras popped out to center. Ortiz grounded out to second. There you go.
And that was fielder's choice, was that not? Or would that not go down as fielder's choice?
It can. Doesn't matter. It was the fielder's choice to go to first, yes.
Okay. And then Dodgers, if
let's review the
we have
Dodgers.
time.
Ohtani doubled. Pages flew out to center. Edmund struck out looking.
Oh, center. I've got that as right field.
Or right field. I'm sorry. Yep, I've misspoken there. Edmund struck out looking. Freeman grounded out to third. In the second, Hernandez singled. Rojas grounded into a double play 6-4-3. Tucker struck out. There you go. And now the third inning begins with David Hamilton taking ball 1 up high.
Look at me go.
9-1-2 for the Brewers here in the third. Hamilton, 1-0 pitch is an excuse me swing foul down the first baseline. It's 1-1.
And the 32nd pitch is incoming.
Hamilton played all 3 games in the series earlier this week in San Diego. Brewers lost all 3 of those games, and Hamilton was just 1 of 11 at the plate in the series. Here's a 1-1, swung on and missed with the splitter. Now, Sasaki's splitter since the All-Star break, opponent's batting average against that splitter post-All-Star break, .055. The Sasaki splitter has been filthy. Hamilton, first-year Brewer, spent the first 3 years of his career in Boston. Here's a 1-2. Swung on and fouled off to the first base side. Has 3 home runs and 16 RBIs on the season. He's a really good base stealer. If he gets on, watch that. He's 22 of 28 this year on stolen base attempts. 1-2. Breaking ball fouled off. We'll go back to the top of the order and Jackson Chourio, who is on deck. Sasaki, about 30 pitches to get him through the first 2 innings. His 35th pitch is a 1-2, and Hamilton swings and grounds it to second. Backpedaling to the edge of the grass, Edman has it, throws to first in time, and there's one gone.
And that for you to write down, Matthew, is a 4-3.
Thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
Sasaki threw the order for the first time, allowed just 2 base runners, a walk to Sanchez and a single by Andrew Vaughn, and here's Jackson Chourio to the plate for the second time. Sasaki winds and deals. Missed low with a slider. Mentioned Chourio, he's gotten really hot over the last month or so. Three for 11 at the plate in the series earlier this week against San Diego. Turns on a slider and fouls it to the left side. It's Brian Anderson on my TV screen, the great Brewer announcer, along with fame at TNT Sports.
That is not who I had.
Here's a 1-1 from Sasaki, and that's right down the can for a strike at 98. Ball and 2 strikes. Chourio hitting .275 on the season, trending to be his best career batting average for a season. 1-2 is in the dirt. Sasaki's had plenty of those just kind of awkward releases that's bounced well before it got to the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes for Chourio. Sasaki kicks and deals, and there's another one in the dirt, 3-2. Didn't read you off the Dodger defense earlier in the outfield from left to right. It's Teoscar Hernandez, Andy Pages, and Kyle Tucker. On the infield at third, Kike Hernandez, Rojas at short, Tommy Edman at first, at second, and Freddie Freeman at first. And Ben Rordvet is the catcher behind the plate, catching Roki Sasaki, who's got a full count, and here he comes with the 3-2, and Chourio spoils a 100-mile-an-hour fastball foul.
You see that imaginary box? You're meant to hit it. Not the dirt, the imaginary box.
It's the fastest pitch he's thrown so far this evening, that one at 100. Here's the 3-2, and it just dipped low with a splitter for ball 4. And Chourio's on base.
And Sasaki, the Dodgers the Dodger wearing the 11 jersey, says cheerio to Chourio, who goes to first base wearing the jersey number 11 for the Brewers.
Well, that's exactly right. Thank you, JT. 34th walk drawn this year by Chourio, and here's Garrett Mitchell, who takes a strike at the knees at 98. Not Cletus McFarland, but Garrett Mitchell hitting .251 on the year.
Corporate needs you to find the difference between these 2 photos.
Here's the 0-1, and that's swung on and flown out to pretty deep center. Back goes Pages to the edge of the dirt. He's got it for out number 1. And Chourio will have to get back to first. Well struck by Mitchell. Didn't miss leaving the yard by much. He'll bring up Gary Sanchez, who got on base in the first with a walk. Sun-setting sky with pockets of dark and light blue and orange and red streaks in this Los Angeles sky on a Thursday night. First pitch from Sasaki is low to Sanchez. 29 RBIs on the season. He's got a runner on first. That's Jackson Chourio. And Sasaki will check on Chourio with a throw over to first. Snapped, but Chourio is in easily. Churio can be a threat to run. He has 11 steals this year. He's running here. Pitches a called strike. The throw down by Rordvedt is in time, and Churio is nabbed trying to take second. Ben Rordvedt with the throw from behind the plate to take out Churio, who couldn't get the oven mitt on the bag in time. Good tag by Edman. And the inning ends with Sanchez at the plate and Churio caught stealing. So no runs, no hits, no runs, no hits, no errors, one left. 2.5 complete here in LA. No score.
Would you look at that, Matthew? Wow. It's got the diagonal arrow and everything. Wow. Sensational. This is telling me that it's cloudy, 75 degrees, 4 miles per hour left to right field is the wind direction. If you wanted to know.
Thank you. It's important information.
Is it now?
It is, yeah. Always important to know what the wind is doing at a baseball game. I know we're not in Chicago, where it's very important there, but still important on our end.
When are we back in Chicago?
Sunday.
And will that be the end of beginning for us?
I don't know, will it?
That was a horrible joke.
I don't know.
You're pretty musical, so I'm surprised you didn't get that one. There's a song called "End of Beginning," and it goes, "And when we're back in Chicago."
Didn't have that one. Yeah, upcoming baseball schedule on the channel. Okay, very good. Upcoming baseball schedule on the channel as we get the bottom of the third started. Teoscar Hernandez with a swing and a miss at a cutter from Drowan. We'll have the Red Sox and the Pirates from Pittsburgh tomorrow night.
Sportnet missed it.
Oh, did they now?
Yes.
Here's an 0-1. Drowan guides that in with a cutter for a strike. It's 0-2. Red Sox and Pirates in Pittsburgh tomorrow on the channel, 6:30. Then Sunday we'll have the Cardinals and the Cubs from Wrigley in Chicago, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's an 0-2, and Hernandez tried to check up on his swing on a high fastball, but he went around, and that's a 3-pitch strikeout by Drowan on Kike Hernandez. Third strikeout for Drowan.
Right? That was a swing?
Yes.
That was a swing in a minute? Okay, awesome. I am searching it, and I am selecting it, and I'm sending it to you.
Ben Rordvedt, the Dodger catcher, takes ball 1. Stop it. Rordvedt from Madison, Wisconsin, playing against the Wisconsin team. Here's a 1-0, and that's swung on and lifted in the air to shallow center. Out from short is Ortiz onto the grass, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That would be a P6, JT.
Okay, the website that I've got has told me that that's an F6, but I will go by your...
If an infielder catches it, I have a hard time not counting that as a pop-out.
Okay. I have put it down as a P6, not
it could
an
be,
F6.
Anyway, here's Shohei Ohtani, who blazed a double off the center field wall to begin the bottom of the first. He takes over but low here for ball 1. I talked about before we started our baseball coverage this year. So here's a 1-0 swung on and missed. I hadn't done a lot of baseball lately. And perhaps the biggest regret on that is not getting to call more Shohei Ohtani games. It's amazing to watch him. Takes a strike here with a sinker, and it's 1-2. And, I mean, you can just make the case that he's already the best baseball player in the long history of this game. Now, you can make that claim, and you'll face a lot of challenges from the longtime baseball fans. Here's a 1-2, and it swung on and missed. He's gone quickly on strikes here, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Drowan on the mound for Milwaukee. We'll go to the fourth, still no score.
I had no idea that an announcer's curse was a thing in baseball.
Yeah, apparently it is.
Because you were singing his phrases from the rooftops, and then the most embarrassing swing and miss from a ball that was so far out of the imaginary box, it was probably in downtown LA.
Oh my
But
goodness.
anyway.
We press on. Doesn't
We do.
Doesn't change my opinion of him in the slightest. Gary Sanchez will lead off the Milwaukee fourth.
And that's because of a caught stealing. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I can tell you that he walked in the first.
He did. JT has it all right there. But he doesn't have it all at his fingertips. I have it at my fingertips. He has it at his mouse and keyboard.
Tips.
It's almost 11 o'clock over here. You might get very loopy, Matthew.
It's
at work.
3:55.
Was at work for nearly 11 hours today, but I'm still here pumping out a stream for you guys.
I don't think I have anything to one up you on that.
And then I'm right back at work, 10 hours from now? Is that right? So if we could just please not go extremely long tonight, please.
I can't wait for this to end up being 12, 13 innings.
Yeah, of course it will be. Sasaki back to work, pumps in a called straight to Sanchez. Right back to the plate after the last inning ended with him at the plate. Hitting .455 over his last 5 games. Swings and misses here. He was late on an elevated fastball. It's 0-2. Jake Bauers on deck, as it's 3, 4, and 5 for the Brewers here in the fourth. Right-handed Sasaki looks to the plate, comes home, misses high, 1-2. There is power in this Brewer lineup, but they are not a team that is going to slug their way to a lot of wins. They don't hit a lot of home runs. Here's a 1-2. Swung on and lined up the middle, and that's a base hit. Sanchez is on base again. Second time tonight that Sanchez is on base. Talked about how lately he's been seeing the ball well. He's now 6 for his last 12 at the plate, as he sent that one right back up the box on a line shot for a base hit. So Sanchez is on for Jake Bauers, talking about a team that doesn't hit a lot of home runs. Bauers has the most on the Brewers squad with 21. Takes high and away for ball 1. Sasaki's now north of 50 pitches. That one was 51. So another Brewer base runner. They've had one every inning against Sasaki. Here's the 1-0. Slider misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Right as I tell you that Bauers leads this team in home runs, the Brewers broadcast flashes up a graphic of Jake Bauers leads the Brewers in home runs. He's got 21. Jackson Churio has 17. Fastball in at the knees for a strike from Sasaki. It's 2-1. See, also JT is learning, or has learned, that he's got the Dodger broadcast on, and that is to my right. And as I look straight ahead, it's the Brewers broadcast. 2-1 is low. So 2 totally different broadcasts for the regional sports, of course.
Hold on. What one's to the left of you? What one's to the right of you?
Straight ahead, Brewers. To my right, the Dodgers. I can keep an eye on both, and I enjoy it. Here's a 3-1, and a swing and a fly ball out to fairly deep left, but it'll stay in the yard for Teoscar Hernandez, who looks up into the lights and squeezes out number 1.
Hold on. Now that I've finished doing that, so you've got one in the middle, one to the right?
Correct.
Okay. And it's the Dodgers in the middle or to the right of you?
Dodgers to the right, Brewers straight ahead as I look.
So you've got Brewers, just hypothetically speaking, you've got Brewers to the left of you, Dodgers to the right, and here I am stuck in the middle with you on this broadcast.
Thank you. Breaking ball in for a strike to Andrew Vaughn, who singled back in the second. No balls and a strike. Sasaki delivers. Breaking ball is low. 1-1.
I am aware that was horrible.
1 ball, 1 strike. Sasaki delivers. Fastball is low. 2-1. Control has been an issue throughout the night for Sasaki. That's why that pitch count is up the way it is as we play in the 4th. 2 balls and a strike. To Vaughn, hitting .299 on the year. Sasaki delivers wide, 3-1. Christian Malley is with us. Oh my goodness. Christian, what? It's 5 a.m., Christian. You are the best. You are the absolute best. 3 balls and a strike. Sasaki delivers, misses outside of the fastball, and it's a walk. And for the first time tonight, we have a team that has multiple base runners.
Christian, go to bed.
Could say the same to you, JT.
You could. Yes, you could. I have a broadcast in 14 hours.
Yes. Here's Christian Yelich. 2 on, 1 out. Takes a splitter in the dirt. Ball 1.
Of course, that was to Christian Malley, not Christian Yelich.
Well, of course. Yeah,
we've
got Christian Malley and Christian Yelich here with us at the current moment. Yelich, the former MVP, longtime Brewer. And here's a 1-0. Swung on in line into left field, a base hit. Cut off on a hop by Hernandez. Staying at third is Sanchez. It's a hit for Yelich. And the bases are full of Brewers with 1 out here in the 4th, and a jam for Sasaki to get out of as Yelich serves it the other way on a line drive.
I think I've done that right. I put it to a line drive.
Yeah.
Out to left field
Mm-hmm.
as a single, and then it automatically put Sanchez on third and Vaughn on second.
Yep. There you go.
Incredible. Yes. Let's have a word from Jack in the Box. Nope, there isn't a actual person named Jack in a box. It is a commercial that did make me laugh on the other broadcast that I was watching a couple of nights ago. Also on that broadcast, the announcers were going at it about what the Brewers were wearing, and I agree on them. Pick blue or grey. You don't need to wear both.
Bases loaded for the 3-time All-Star and 2-time Silver Slugger, William Contreras, and he's got a chance to score the game's first runs. As Sasaki delivers, Contreras fouls away a fastball to the right side. World champion with Atlanta in 2021. A Brewer at every pillow. And the 0-1 fouled back. It's 0-2. Sasaki with a jam to try to get out of here. Contreras hitting .250 this year with runners in scoring position, including 6 home runs. The 0-2 from Sasaki dips low, and it's 1-2. Sanchez at third, Vaughn at second, Yelich at first. Sasaki, who has thrown quite a bit of pitches through just 3 1/3. Here's a 1-2, and Contreras with a swing and a miss at a ball well out of the zone, low and in, and a huge strikeout there for Sasaki. Not allowing Contreras to put a ball in play with the bases loaded, and that's a big second out. And the first strikeout of the night for Sasaki when he really needed one. And here's Joey Ortiz, the shortstop. Bases loaded, 2 out, first pitch on the outside edge. And they appeal to first on a check swing. No swing, says the first base umpire. It's 1-0. Ortiz has 1 career grand slam and 52 career at-bats with the bases loaded. Here's the 1-0. Over but low with the splitter. 2 balls and no strikes. Talked about how Sasaki loves that splitter. He throws fastballs 42% of the time, but the splitter is his best pitch. And it's been nearly unhittable post All-Star break. 2-0 is up and in, ball 3. And with the bases loaded, it's 3-0 now. And surely Ortiz will be taking all the way here. Sasaki needs to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0, and he can't. He's walked in the game's first run. A 4-pitch walk to Joey Ortiz will score Gary Sanchez, and Milwaukee leads 1-0 in the 4th.
Don't you just love pressing the disconnect button instead of the mute button? I also love how they check swinged to first, but they completely ignored that it hit the corner of the box.
Here's Hamilton with the bases loaded. Takes one up and away, ball 1. So Sasaki's control problem has really come back to bite the Dodgers here this inning, as he just allowed his second walk of the inning, and now the Brewers are ahead. And now Hamilton's ahead in the count 2-0 as that fastball dips low. Hamilton in his career, in 10 at-bats, he's 3 for 10 with the bases loaded, does not have a grand slam. 2 balls, no strikes. Rordvedt will come out to the mound and have a word with Sasaki. Vaughn at third, Yelich at second, Ortiz at first. Brewers have already gotten the first run of the game home this inning with a bases loaded walk. Now on 2-0.
I knew there was a button that I missed.
See if Hamilton has a green light. Sasaki delivers. Slider catches the inside corner for a strike. He had missed the strike zone on his last 6 pitches. Finally finds a strike there, but needs more. Sweat dripping from the face of Sasaki. Here's a 2-1 that misses way outside. Good play by Rordvedt just to snare it out to his left. 3-1 now. And this is really becoming a dilemma for the Dodgers. Hamilton will surely be taking all the way on 3-1. Sasaki deals. Missed inside, and now he's walked home too. And the Brewers aren't even having to take the bat off of their shoulder in this 4th inning, and they're up 2-0, and they've hung a crooked number on Sasaki in the 4th. 3rd walk of the inning. And now Jackson Chourio. A career .406 batter with the bases juice. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Sasaki now at 76 pitches. Home with an 0-1. Chourio swings and fouls it off. 0-2. Chourio drew a walk back in the third. The third. Thank you. Trying to really hang a big number on Sasaki and the Dodgers here. Here's the 0-2, and it swung on and missed. Splitter was well below the knees. Chourio went for it and came up empty. So the Brewers leave them loaded in the fourth, but they score twice with a pair of bases-loaded walks from Sasaki. And the Brewers, with the first runs of the game, lead 2-0 as we go to the last of the fourth.
We were so close to running out of space on our scorebooks.
Yes, so back about a week ago when it was the Cleveland-Chicago game that we did last Friday. You might remember I said I'm desperate for this guy to be out and not for them to bat around, because then it's going to create a scorebook nightmare.
What do you do when it creates a scorebook nightmare?
When they bat around, you just have to... So if they batted around and Gary Sanchez, who led off the inning, if he were to have batted again, you just put his over in the column for fifth, but you just have to mark it fourth for a continuation of that inning.
And then what happens if Sanchez comes round and bats in the fifth again?
Well, then you have to put it in the sixth, and now you're in a real mess.
And then what happens if that happens all the way up into the ninth?
That's never happened before in the history of baseball.
Okay, and what happens when you go to extra innings?
Yes, and that's a mess too when you go into extra innings.
Well, it's a mess for you, Matthew, but for me, I just get a column automatically added on.
Well, of course you do. I have to then write mine in the bottom half of the book. Yeah, extra innings, not the friend. And mind you, as we get the bottom of the fourth started, Andy Pages takes a strike from Drowan. Mind you, I did a game many years ago on the old platform, a World Series game in LA, Dodgers and Red Sox, as Pages takes one in the dirt ball one, that went 18 innings.
So you just used two matches.
It was a train wreck as far as the scorebook went. Drowan misses high.
So did you literally just use two match pages for one?
I'll have to dig around. I'm sure I still have it. I've got to dig it out. 2-1 from Drowan misses wildly to the outside, 3-1. I'll have to find it because I don't normally get rid of my boards or scorebooks or anything like that. I'll have to dig around and find it.
I still have the NBA one.
Do you? Yeah. So I'll have to dig around, find it, and send a picture. Here's a 3-1, grounded to third. Good snag at the hot corner by Vaughn. Throw across the diamond is in time for out number one, and Pages is retired. Good start on the mound for the left-hander Drowan. He's only given up the 2 hits through the first 3 1/3. And here comes Tommy Edman, who's 0 for 1 on the night. Christian, by the way, back with us in the comments, says, I was watching the preseason game. Of course you were, Christian. Yeah, big Packers fan. He was watching the Packers preseason game on NFL International Game Pass and the Field of Dreams game on Netflix. Look at him go. Christian is 1 of 1. Drowan misses marginally outside, ball 1 to Edman. Here's a 1-0. Swinging a bouncing ball left side. Vaughn has it at third, and the throw to first gets away. And Edman is safe. Sanchez, the throw pulled him off the bag, and he could not bring it in.
Would that go down as an error?
Absolutely will. Well, I say absolutely. Perhaps I shouldn't say absolutely, because I thought there was an error in one of our games last week, and they ruled it a hit the entire game. They scored it as a hit. So we'll keep that blank for a moment as Freddie Freeman comes up next. First pitch to him is swung on and cranked out to right center field. Back at the wall, it is caught by an on-the-run Bowers on the dirt for out number 2. Boy, Freeman got into one and jolted it to right and did not miss, tying this game by very much.
I can confirm, Matthew, it did go down as an E5.
Yeah, absolutely has to. But I was, like I said, left surprised last week. So 2 out. And Teoscar Hernandez to the plate. First pitch swung on and lifted foul to the right side. That was Strowan's 50th pitch of the night. So Edman at first reached on an E5. Oh, 1 to Hernandez. Swung on and missed on a high fastball. It's 0-2. Hernandez with a hit back in the second. Yeah, Christian says that Boston-LA World Series game was going on until 8 a.m. in Germany. Yeah, it was, it was so late. I didn't think it was ever going to end. Here's an 0-2. Swung on and a bouncer to short. Grabbed by Ortiz. Backpedaling to the grass. Throw to first. Brought Sanchez off the bag again, but he controls it and tags out Hernandez, and that ends the inning. End of the 4th. Eventful inning on the infield. And the Brewers hold on to their 2-0 lead. Yeah, I remember doing that game. It was Game 3 of the World Series in 2018. I thought this is never going to end because it was past 2 a.m. and I thought, good God.
But it did eventually end.
At long last.
Is this good?
Hold on. Gonna check JT's test. Yeah. That's good.
Ground ball to around there, and then E5.
Yeah. That's it.
Awesome. Wow.
Passing grade. Oh
Is that all? I am just scraping a pass out of the barrel, am I?
Now, does that down there? So down at the bottom, you do have a column for runs, hits, and do you know what left OB is?
What? Lobs?
Yeah, LOB down there. You see at the very bottom.
What? Left on base?
There you go. You got it.
Wait, no way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a complete guess.
at the end of every half inning, when I say no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. That's why when I'm saying it, I'm literally writing it. I'm saying it so I write it correctly.
Even though you said left on base many times, that was a complete guess.
5th inning begins. Garrett Mitchell leads off for Milwaukee, takes ball 1. Roki Sasaki still on the mound for LA, perhaps a bit surprising after that very difficult 4th inning where he gave up 3 walks and walked in 2 runs. Fastball cut on and missed by Mitchell. It's 1-1. 2-0 lead for Milwaukee. Middle innings here at Dodger Stadium. Here's a 1-1. Misses high. Again, it's these two teams plus Atlanta dueling for the best record in the National League and for the best record in Major League Baseball, along with Tampa Bay. 2-1. Slider missed outside. 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls and 1 strike, I beg your pardon. By the way, Sasaki, first Dodger starter to walk 2 batters with the bases loaded in the same inning since Clayton Kershaw did it in 2009. 3-1 is swung on and missed, 3-2. And interestingly enough, because this is baseball, and every statistic is like a fairy tale in this sport, the last time it happened, 2009, Clayton Kershaw, it happened against the Brewers. Of course it did. 3-2. Sasaki to the plate. Mitchell swings and pops it up foul. Left side. Kike Hernandez over, has room, and he's got out number 1. So 1 away for Gary Sanchez. Brewers had 8 to the plate in that 4th inning. Had 2 hits, drew 3 walks, and scored twice with a pair of bases-loaded walks. Here's Sanchez, who scored the first of those 2 runs, takes low and away. Sanchez with a walk in the first, started the 4th with a hit. 85 pitches now from Sasaki. 1-0 is in at the knees for a called strike fastball at 96. Sanchez, I think, thought about a challenge and then decided to think better of it. Both teams have all 2 of their challenges remaining, ABS challenges. 1-1 in for a strike. 96 on that lower outside corner. One and two. Brewers by a pair. Mentioned the race for the best record in baseball, best record in the National League. It is a very enticing race. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and hit on the ground hard to third. Diving stop. Hernandez throw across the diamond to first. Freeman digs it out. Tags Sanchez for out number 1. What a play. What a play on both sides of the diamond. Kike Hernandez with a diving stab. And then from his knees, throwing on a 1 hop to Freeman, who dug it out. He was off the bag, but was able to reach out and tag Sanchez for out number 1. And that is a web gem, if you've ever seen one. 2 away for Jake Bauers, who takes over but low for ball 1. That is a great play from both Hernandez and Freeman. Bauers 0 for 2 on the night. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, swung on, bounced to third, a trickler. Hernandez has it, throws against his body to first, and that's a fine play as well, and it retires the side in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Dodger fans to their feet. They appreciate the defensive masterclass on the last 2 outs of that inning from Kike Hernandez at third.
Wait, did you say none left?
None left.
Where? Hold on. Right, yeah, sorry. It auto-scrolled, of course, so I was reading Dodgers, which, of course, had 1 left on base in the bottom of the 4th. Got it, right. Of course, on your one, it doesn't automatically scroll.
No, because
you have to actually turn a page.
That's exactly right, because I am a true baseball scorebook keeper.
I would make so many more mistakes if I did it on pen and paper, I think.
I don't believe that.
Oh, I definitely believe it. So yes, Matthew, I hope you're ready to see 2 or 3 metal plates
Mm.
behind me. It would be to the right as you look, and then the die casts would go on the shelf behind me. I also need to figure out like having. I don't have enough USB ports, so I can't have my camera plugged in because I don't have a port for it. So I need to get an extender all set up.
You know how many die casts I have around here?
How
That was
many?
my life as a kid.
Oh,
And
really?
I mean, good God, probably just a ridiculous number.
I've got like 6 or you're gonna hate me for this. I've got 6 or 7 coming.
Wow.
I think I might have 7. Because you've got the Austin Hill, the Kyle Busch, the NASCAR one, and then the 4 RFK ones. That is 7.
Goodness. Bottom of the 5th, Miguel Rojas leads it off for the Dodgers. He takes ball 1 outside.
But I've got 8 cases coming, so I don't know what's going to happen with that 8th case. I'm going to be honest.
1-0 to Rojas is low from Drowan. 2-0. Rojas 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded into a double play. Back in the second. Here's a 2-0. Swung on and whacked down the third baseline, just foul. Drowan has been solid through his first 4, has not allowed a run on just 2 hits, and has allowed just 3 base runners. Rojas just went over to change his bat. Probably thinks he broke the last one slightly on the last swing. Out-of-town scoreboard tonight across Major League Baseball. This is one of just 2 games that started in the 10 p.m. Eastern time slot, along with the Rangers and the Angels. Here's a 2-1. Breaking ball is up and away, 3 balls and a strike. JT scoring this game, of course, not doing the baseline tonight. You'd rather keep score now. Here's a 3-1.
Yeah.
And that misses inside for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk drawn by Rojas.
I'm telling you right now, you are not going to get me scoreboarding for keep the score, score keeping, and doing baseline. That's not happening.
Here's the finals from earlier tonight. Detroit blanked Cleveland at home. A 3-0 win for the Tigers, who are trying to drag themselves back into the wild card race in the American League. Pittsburgh thumped the Marlins in Miami 13-1. Here's Kyle Tucker to the plate, struck out first time up. He's got a runner on with nobody out, and he takes a slider low for ball 1. The Reds beat the White Sox in Chicago 9-8. They were up 9-5 and held on late, did Cincinnati. Seattle blanked the Yankees in the Bronx, only gave up 4 hits in the 1-0 win. Slider as well position there from Dro, and it's in for a strike, lower outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, just 4 hits by the Yankees. Logan Gilbert with 6 strong innings to propel the Mariners to the win. Here's a 1-1. Tucker swings, and it's a high bouncer grabbed at first by Sanchez. Tucker stopped running, and Sanchez just flips it over to the bag to get the out. And there's 1 away.
You cannot see the Enjoy Illinois 300 logo very well, or can you? Jesus. That might need fixing.
1 gone for Kike Hernandez. Now, do you know what just happened on that last out, by the way? Hernandez swings and bounces it foul.
Did he steal base?
No, that's not the easiest one. So that's a 3-4, but it was an out at first because it was a high chopper. The first baseman came in and got it and just flipped to first. The second baseman was covering first. So it's 3-4, but it's an out at first. Runner advances. 0-1, Hernandez skies it foul.
I got it.
Okay. Red Sox.
However,
Yes.
What was the first to swing in or called?
It was swinging.
And then the second?
Foul.
Thank you. I'm back live. Awesome.
Here's an 0-2, and Hernandez with a swing and a miss. Curveball got him, and there's 2 gone. Fourth strikeout for Drowan. Red Sox beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-0. They scored 4 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th. To pull away, they held the Blue Jays to just 2 hits. Nobody on, 2 out. And Drowan pours in apparently a strike to Ben Rordvedt, who could challenge that if he wanted to and easily be right, but he does not challenge, and it's 0-1. It was clearly low. Here's the 0-1. Misses outside. Another 7-0 scoreline. The Nationals over the Cubs earlier today. Washington trying to stay in the wild card mix. Cubs with just 1 hit. Washington exploded for 5 in the 5th.
Did he not challenge that?
He did not.
I had that down as he challenged that. Okay.
Here's a 1-1, and it's lined into left field, a base hit. Around third comes Rojas. The throw home is in time, but dropped by the catcher Contreras, and Rojas is safe. And it's 2-1. It was a great throw out of left field by Churio, and it had Rojas beaten, but Contreras, the catcher, couldn't hold it in his glove, and the run scores, and the Milwaukee lead is cut in half. Great piece of hitting by Rordvedt to take it the other way, and Churio with a great throw on a hop, and Contreras just never had control of it. So the Dodgers score a run, it's 2-1, and there's a runner on base in front of Ohtani, who takes ball 1 low. Rojas was beaten for sure. Had Contreras been able to handle the throw, which was a good one by Churio. More than a good one, it was a great throw by Churio. Go ahead run at the plate, and it's Ohtani who takes a strike. So Ben Rordvedt with an RBI base hit. Ohtani doubled off the center field wall in the first. 1-1 is swung on and popped up. He got under it. Shallow left. Vaughn is out from third. He'll give way to Churio coming in, and he staggers up to it and puts away the 5th inning. Dodgers score a run on 1 hit from Ben Rordvedt. No errors, 1 left. And we go to the 6th in a 2-1 game.
Okay, I've got the website is showing that to me as an F7.
Yes.
But you said pop out.
Yeah, it could be either one.
Is it? Okay, awesome. What is the difference between fly out, pop out?
I mean, truly, it's just how you judge it. That's going to be a pop out for me because it was very high. It was like I would take a fly out to be like a routine fly ball. That was not a routine fly ball because you had the third baseman going out and the left fielder coming in.
So you put that as pop out?
I do.
There we go. If you wanted to know, I am listening to Spotify in the background, and Taylor Swift is playing in my ears right now.
Okay.
You're welcome for that information. There's nothing on here which says 22, which is disappointing.
Jeez.
But yeah.
Ben Rordvedt, by the way,
will not sing.
Just his 6th game of the year, and that's his first RBI of the season for Rordvedt, who, as I mentioned earlier, is from Madison, Wisconsin. So against his home team, he has his first RBI of the season with that base hit into left to score Miguel Rojas.
R is run, I is in, and what the hell is B?
No, you're asking an RBI.
Yes.
That's run batted in.
Oh, okay.
As Sasaki's still on the mound, pours in a straight to start the sixth to Andrew Vaughn. Sasaki at 91 pitches. Yeah, you have home runs and RBIs, two of the major statistics, the biggest. Well, used to be. I'm sure the analytics people would say otherwise now. Breaking ball in for a strike on Vaughn, it's 0-2. Now you have these stats like OPS plus and things that I don't understand because I'm sure I'm an idiot, but it's okay.
XR, right? XR?
Sure. Sure.
Expected runs?
Sure. Here's an 0-2. In the dirt with the splitter is Sasaki.
If we can have expected goals, we must be able to have expected runs.
I'm sure. Yeah, so some of the analytics stuff, that's way, way over my head. Here's a 1-2, and a ground ball hit through on the right side for a base hit by Andrew Vaughn. On base for a third time tonight. He singled in the second and drew a walk in the fourth. He's on here as he leads off the sixth with a hit as he goes the other way and sends it through the hole on the right side. So a runner on base for Christian Yelich. And Yelich with a big cut misses at a slider on the inside corner for strike one. He had a hit back in the fourth. That's what loaded the bases. And of course, the Brewers then scored twice with two bases loaded walks. 0-1, splitter misses low. Let's see, here's some of the analytic categories now. Quality of contact. WOBA, value and production. Here's a 1-1, and a swing and a miss from Yelich. It's 1-2. Let's see, you have ISO, isolated power, BABIP, batting average on balls
now,
in play.
ISO means something different to me.
1-2 is a breaking ball low. Here you go. Here's the one for you, JT. xERA. That's expected errors and runs allowed, or expected earned runs allowed. I'll get it out in a minute. 2-2. Breaking ball hit on the ground up the middle, taking it short by Rojas. Tags the bag for one, throws to first in time for a double play to eliminate the leadoff hit.
Hold on. So that was double play, 6-3. There we go.
FIP, fielding independent pitching. What does that mean? Here's William Contreras. Nobody on, 2 out, and Sasaki's 100th pitch of the night. Slider misses low and away. Sierra, SIERA, skill interactive ERA. Skill interactive ERA? What in the wide world of sports is that? Jack Dreyer is warming up in the Dodger pen. Contreras with a swing and a drive out to left center field. Well hit. Back at the wall. It's caught by Pages to put away the Brewers in the sixth.
Line out. Right. Line out. Awesome.
You can line or fly. Either one would be acceptable there.
And you're going to put down?
Probably a fly out. I think. Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyway, there was
yes.
This is what, my 4th baseball game on this year, and it took me that long, 3.5 games in, to do a meltdown on analytics that I don't understand. I feel like that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Figured it'd
So
be
yeah,
much earlier.
2 or 3 metal plates are going over there. Then where you can't see, 2 posters are going to go up to my right. And those are custom made posters of the two major concerts that I've been to. And you can literally upload your own photos and they put them in this template of a poster of that concert. So that's pretty cool. And then I'm gonna repeat a joke, which is so bad of me, but and then stuck in the middle of that is my setup, of course. And then the diecast will probably go on the shelf. I need to find somewhere for my flags, Matthew. I don't know where I'm going to put my flags. Now
I don't know where you're going to put any of this stuff at this point.
I have to be careful with what I say because Birch will not be watching this, but on the very low chance, which is 0.0 recurring 1, that he does, he can't find out. Yes, I need to work out where I need to put my flags. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, back to a ball game, which is happening in between these conversations. Shocking.
Andy Pajes takes ball 1 low and away from Shane Drowan, who's been really good through 5 innings. Here's the 1-0 and a swing and a miss. That is the 10th swing and a miss by a Dodgers batter tonight against Drowan, and it's 1-1.
I thought you didn't keep track of strikes.
I don't.
On your scoreboard. Okay.
No, I don't. Yeah. Here's a 1-1.
I'm not going to question it.
Pajes with a swing and a fly ball out to right on a line, and a catch made while jumping off the ground by Bowers out in right field. 1 gone.
So the website is now telling me that was a line out.
That's
tonight.
A line out, yes.
Oh my god.
It's all you can. So it's all in the eye of the beholder, JT. Like, you can call that a fly out, you can call it a line out. Either one of those would suffice. It's certainly not a pop out, though. Here's Edman taking ball 1 inside.
Oh, I've lost count here because the broadcast says 72, but I've got 71.
Oh, and it's a challenge. ABS challenge.
Hold on.
And it is ball 1. Call confirmed.
Yeah, I've lost count here somewhere.
It was outside by half an inch. Drowan curveball here, misses low 2-0.
Uh-oh.
That was a unsuccessful Brewers challenge as the catcher Contreras challenged the pitch. It was called a ball and it was confirmed. Here's a 2-0. Yeah. Edman takes in the dirt, 3-0.
I don't know where that miscount happened, but I'm just going to deal with it.
He's just 3 balls and no strikes to Tommy Edman. Nobody on and 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Brewers up a run, Drowan to the plate, misses inside. Edman's got a 4-pitch walk. And the tying run is on base for LA in front of Freddie Freeman.
Now, what I do to counteract this, Matthew, which I probably shouldn't, is that if the strike count is full, I just accidentally press the foul button once, so it like recalculates it.
Of course.
Anyway, yeah. So if we could get a a strike count to be full, so I can just accidentally press the foul button 1 more time than I have to. That would be great.
Here's Freddie Freeman 0 for 2. Last time up, he flew out to right, and he gave it a real ride out there. He takes an elevated strike here. He didn't miss a 2-run home run on that last at-bat in the 4th by very much. 0-1, and Drowan to the plate, and Freeman takes at the knees, strike 2.
Oh, what a shame. I've accidentally added a foul by a mistake.
Antonio Senzatella throwing in the Milwaukee bullpen. So there's action in both teams' pen. As on 0-2. Drouin delivers. Freeman swings and takes it the other way, foul.
The pitch counts now magically line up with each other. Would you look at that?
It'll be Drouin's 80th pitch of the night. Rookie out of Florida State has pitched well. Here's the 0-2 to Freeman. It missed low and in. He had 19 pitches in the first inning to Drouin, which is the most he's had in an inning. Here's a 1-2. Freeman taps it foul down the third baseline. Stays alive. Make that third appearance of the year for Drouin against the Dodgers, but this is his first start against the Dodgers this year. Appeared out of the bullpen against them twice. Here's a 1-2 to Freeman, who goes golfing at it and fouls away a pitch below the knees. Prior to tonight, he had given up 2 runs on 3 hits in 4 1/3 innings in 2 bullpen appearances against the Dodgers, with an ERA of 4.15. 1-2 again, and the fastball misses outside. It's now 2-2 to Freeman, who's really working the count extremely well here. Freeman towards the top of the league in batting average, 306 this season. Is 4th best in the National League. 2-2 is low. Runner goes, and there is no throw from Contreras. It's a stolen base for Tommy Edman. Drouin really hadn't even been paying attention to him over there in this at-bat, and he took off there, and Contreras didn't even have a play. So now a runner in scoring position off Edman's 4th steal of the year. It's 3-2 on Freeman, and to the plate, it's a called strike 3 on a fastball that was low. Freeman will challenge, and I think he's going to win this challenge, and he'll be on base with a walk, and he will. ABS challenge confirms that it's a ball. It's an overturned call. It's a good challenge by Freeman instead of a called strike 3. It's ball 4, and there's 2 on base for the Dodgers, and we're going to have a meeting on the mound with Drouin, and we'll see if this may be the end of his night. Because Pat Murphy has come out, and despite Drouin throwing the ball extremely well tonight, it will be the end of his night, having recorded 1 out in the 6th. But with 2 on base, it'll be Antonio Senzatella that'll come in out of the bullpen for the Brewers. First call to the bullpen of the night. Wouldn't have expected it the way that 4th inning went, but it's Drouin coming out before Sasaki.
And now this is where Matthew pauses to write the name of the next batter down, where I have already inputted it. All I have to do is scroll down a list of names, find his name, and click it, and it automatically gets put in. I know where that missed number came, by the way. It was when it probably happened when I was going between tabs, fast forwarding and rewinding the MLB TV feed, because you have to input stuff in the score book. You have to be clicked on the tab. So if you click the Stream Deck button and you're not clicked on the tab, it won't put it on. So that's where that probably happened. But it's fine. It just got put on another batter. Now, what you may notice, Matthew, is that if you look at Freeman's 6th inning bit, you will see that there's 2 balls next to each other. That circle with I'm assuming a tick in the middle of it, or it might be a dot, means that the ABS overturned the call.
Okay.
Because on this scorebook, you can mark whether ABS upheld it or ABS overturned the call.
I gotcha. Okay. Antonio
Yes.
Senzatella to pitch for Milwaukee out of the bullpen. He's pitched to a 3.90 ERA this season. Right-hander out of the pen deals a first pitch strike at 95 to Teoscar Hernandez, who has hit 240 this season against right-handers versus 274 against lefties, which he's seen all night with Drowan. Senzatella to the plate. Cutter missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dodgers have 2 on base. Tying run is at second with Tommy Edman. Go-ahead run is held by Freddie Freeman at first. Here's the 1-1 from Senzatella, and a swing and a miss by Hernandez. A sinker from Senzatella moved a lot, and it moved late, and it fooled Hernandez, who singled back in the second, grounded out to short last time up in the fourth. Ball and 2 strikes. Senzatella to the plate. Hernandez fouls it straight back. Senzatella from Valencia, Venezuela, came over to Milwaukee this season from Colorado. 1-2 is fouled away. For the season as a whole, Senzatella a 9-4 record. An ERA of 3.90 across 55 and a third innings. He was 9-2 in his time with Colorado. Here's a 1-2 in on the hands and punched foul. His ERA in 4 appearances with the Brewers out of the bullpen is 9. As he has struggled as a Brewer.
7th pitch at bat incoming.
Here's a 1-2 again, and Hernandez swings and misses through a disappearing cutter, and Senzatella comes up with a big strikeout there for out number 2. So 2 gone in the inning, and it'll bring up Miguel Rojas with still 2 on base. Mentioned Senzatella and how he has struggled with the Brewers. Really, it's come in his last 2 outings. He gave up 2 runs, 1 unearned, on 1 hit last night in San Diego. And last week against Minnesota, in just an inning, he gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Pinch hitter for the Dodgers here, Miguel Rojas, will be pinch hit for, and it's Max Muncy, a 249 hitter on the season with 22 home runs and 56 RBIs. Boy, is that a luxury to have coming off your bench. And Muncy, with 2 on and 2 out, will bat and take ball 1 high. Not in the lineup tonight, Muncy, but he's second on this team in home runs and 4th in RBIs. Here's a 1-0 and a swing and a drive out to right field. In the corner, it does not stay fair. And a very loud strike 1. Wow, did he get around on that and put it very far, very quickly. But just foul. Does have a home run in his career against Senzatella and 4 RBIs. 1-1 is outside. And that last foul ball will send alarm bells blaring in the ears of Senzatella. Kyle Tucker on deck, 2 balls and a strike. Senzatella home. high and a good snare behind the plate by Contreras. It's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. And Senzatella steps off to just take a look at Edman at second. Edman drew a walk, then stole second. Freeman then drew a walk. He's at first. 3-1. Senzatella delivers. Muncy fouls it away. Big moment here to start this big 4-game series between these two top-tier teams. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Senzatella comes home. Muncy with a swing and a drive. Deep right center field. Back at the wall. It is gone. Max Muncy off the bench delivers the Dodgers the lead. Three-run home run, Max Muncy off Antonio Senzatella, who continues to sputter and struggle in his time as a Brewer. Muncy nearly got him a couple of pitches ago. He did get him on 3-2. Another home run for Muncy. And just like that, the great outing from Shane Drowan goes away as Kyle Tucker swings and misses at strike one. 23rd home run of the year for Muncy. As I mentioned, second most on this team behind only Ohtani. 0-1 to Tucker is in for a strike. Tucker 0 for 2 tonight. O2 delivery is low and away from Senzatella, who cannot find a way quite to end this inning. Pat Murphy will be asked after this game about taking Drowan out so quickly. Senzatella's breaking ball is low. 2-2. Drowan was going on quite well, and you have to feel for him. He is now in line for the loss. 2-2 is swung on, grounded to first. Behind the bag, Sanchez has it. Spits it out to a covering Senzatella. And that will retire the Dodgers in the 6th, but not before the game changes completely. A walk to Edman, a walk to Freeman, and then Max Muncy off the bench clobbers another home run. A 3-run shot, and the Dodgers have the lead. That's what the Dodgers do.
I've never had to do this before. Is what's on my screen correct? Or will he go to another position?
Hold on, let me just finish writing this up here.
No worries. Imagine having to write it up.
Jeez. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we'll figure that out in just a moment. Okay, where he'll slide in. My guess is that he will not. My guess is he will not go to shortstop. That's that would be a shock.
That would be a shortstop shock, would it?
It would. Thank you.
Get ready for day 82 in.
Oh, that's right.
Just over a minute.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the defensive change, and this could be a bit of a mess on your end.
Okay.
Muncy takes over at third. The third baseman, Kike Hernandez, goes to second.
Oh, I just had to put one in. Okay.
And the second baseman, Tommy Edman, goes to short. Rojas comes out.
Yep. I only had to put where the pinch hitter went. I don't have to do it.
Oh, okay.
Any of
Okay.
that other. Okay.
That is probably
Awesome.
best. I got to write all of that in, and it will not be easy to get all of that written in this small space. I'll tell you that.
I hope you have the TikTok app open.
Yeah. So that's now, hold on. Muncy at third. That I write in. Edman now at short. As we get the seventh inning underway, Joey Ortiz at the plate for Milwaukee takes a curveball for a called strike to the new Dodger pitcher Jack Dreyer, left-hander out of the bullpen. 51st appearance of the year. He's pitched to a 3.14 ERA. Comes home with a slider and it's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just to repeat what I just said, Muncy takes over at third now defensively for the Dodgers. Tommy Edman moves to short. Kike Hernandez now at second. 1-1 from Dreyer is swung on and missed by Ortiz. And I will send a picture to JT to illustrate what I'm about to say, but when there's that many defensive changes...
You know what app to send it in, right?
Yes, here's a 1-2, swung on and hit on the ground right side. That's through for a base hit. So the first batter that Dreyer faces out of the bullpen, Joey Ortiz sends it the other way and finds the 3-4 hole. And it's a leadoff base runner for the Brewers.
This is our first day that we've been live for to actually do our
Yes. Still trying to get these defensive changes in. My goodness. Here's David Hamilton. And he shows bunt, but Dreyer misses high and in, and Hamilton takes it away for ball 1.
That is why we don't bunt, and that is why doing it on paper is just harder, because you have to do it all. Well, I only had to do where the pinch hitter slotted in.
Here's a 1-0, and there is a bunt from Hamilton, but it's foul.
Good. That's what you deserve.
Here you go, JT. You can see the defensive alignment and how difficult it gets when we have 3 changes in 1/2 inning. Good gracious.
Where did you send that?
About to send it in the TikTok.
Okay, that is why I can't see it then.
Here's a 1-1 that's high, and it's out of the glove of Rordvet to the backstop, and that'll allow Ortiz to advance to second.
So, hold on. That would be...
That's a wild pitch.
Advanced. Yep. Wild pitch. There we go. Look at that. Done. And now that needs to be changed.
Dreyer struggling here out of the bullpen. He's given up a hit.
Oh, that is a mess.
Now a wild pitch. Here's the 2-1. Hamilton tries to bunt again, but it's popped foul and out of play.
Good.
And it's 2-2. Now here's a rule that I do not know if you know, JT, but...
The bunting is the worst thing in this sport?
When there's 2 strikes, if you still try to bunt on 2 strikes and your bunt is foul, it's strike 3.
So you can foul out.
Here's a 2-2 that is high. Count runs full. By the way, here's an overall picture of what I'm looking at, JT, and further proves how messy it gets on that defensive alignment when it all changes. To try to read all of that. 3-2, and Hamilton swings and misses, and he's gone on strikes. Fastball was way high, and he still went for it. So 1 away for Jackson Chourio. Tying run at the plate for Milwaukee. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the scorebook. The full look at the scorebook there, JT.
And I hope on the Twitter that you enjoy the full look at what I'm about to send you.
Chourio with a swing and a miss at a low slider.
There you go.
We are now past midnight. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Here's Dreyer, home with an 0-1 that misses low and away. Ball and a straight to Chourio. Top of the order here for the Brewers. Got Aaron Ashby and D.L. Hall throwing in the Milwaukee bullpen. Ball in a straight, Dreyer comes home. Breaking ball swung on, lifted in the air to shallow center. Pages comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. That looked like it could have been trouble, as it off the bat looked like it was going to drop pretty quickly, but it hung up long enough for Pages.
I would put that as an FA. What would you put that down as?
Correct.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm with you.
And you stayed on second base. You did.
Here's Garrett Mitchell,
who should have jersey number 4.
Representing the tying run. Dreyer's first offering to him is high. Jack Dreyer, left-hander out of the bullpen from Salt Lake City. Second year in the major leagues. Here's a 1-0. That is in at the knees. Fastball paints the bottom side of the strike zone. It's 1-1. Runner at second is Joey Ortiz. Dreyer checks on him. Once, now twice. Now comes home, and Mitchell takes on the outside corner a called strike. It's 1-2. Good slider there from Dreyer, who went to the University of Iowa, where, of course, they played the Field of Dreams game tonight in Dyersville, Iowa, at the cornfield. 1-2. Dreyer to the plate. Mitchell takes a called strike 3. And Dreyer strikes out Mitchell to retire the side in the 7th. Stretch time at Chavez Ravine. And the Dodgers have a 4-2 lead still intact. Wasn't the smoothest start to that inning for Dreyer, but he finished it with a flurry. We'll see who will come to the plate, or come out rather to pitch for Milwaukee here in the 7th.
Talking about die casts, Matthew.
Yeah.
A new Cars F1 collection has been released.
Okay.
They've put Lightning McQueen as the safety car.
Okay.
They've made Lightning McQueen into a safety car. Jeff Gluck says, the great stock car racing legend Lightning McQueen becoming the F1 safety car is honestly offensive. Hashtag free Lightning. And of course, in the hockey world, me and Matthew have been going at it about Lightning and McQueen. That is a longer story, though.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that was some beautiful radio silence. Oh, I love that. Music to my ears.
D.L. Hall comes in to pitch for Milwaukee. This will be his 29th appearance of the year. He's pitched to a 2.60 ERA across 34 and 2/3 innings. 34 strikeouts, 26 walks. That's not the best of ratios, but he's found a nice curveball here. In for a strike to Kike Hernandez, who leads off the Dodgers 7th with LA up a pair. Hall to the plate on 0-1. Hernandez punches it foul. Hall left-hander out of Valdosta, Georgia. Comes home on 0-2. Hernandez fouls off another curveball. He does like the curveball. Opponent's batting average against Hall this year, just 167. Another 0-2, and Hernandez with a swing and a miss. There's that killer curveball again. And Hernandez is struck out for the third time tonight. So one away for Ben Rortvedt, who registered his first RBI of the season with a line drive base hit into left field back in the fifth. Swings here and takes it the other way on a slider foul. Hall is a third-year Brewer, was a former first-round pick by Baltimore. Misses up and in, ball and a strike.
Was that first strike called or swinging? I was busy messaging someone.
It was a foul.
Yeah, that as well.
There you go. Here's a 1-1, and in tight, Rortvedt just gets out of the way of it. 2-1.
My buttons were they are working. I was just looking at the wrong thing. Oops.
Last time Hall pitched was last week against Minnesota. Pitched a perfect inning and was credited for the win. Here's a big swing and a miss from Rortvedt on a fastball, and it's 2-2. His first decision of the year, that win against Minnesota.
So that's what it means when I say end game and it asks for the winning pitcher.
Yes, that's right.
The scorebook wants to know which pitcher was credited with the win.
Yes, Hall misses low and it's a full count.
Which I barely saw, thanks to Sportsnet going to a feature and coming back showing the dot on the board, not actually seeing it anyway.
3-2 to the Dodger catcher. Into the plate comes Hall, and it's a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Nice slider on the inside edge. Rortvedt has gone on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts for Hall, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodger order. Shohei Ohtani takes outside ball 1. Doubled off the center field wall in the first, struck out in the third. He's 1 for 3. Here's a 1-0 from Hall, and it's off the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 delivery. Ohtani goes down and bounces it to second. Scooped by Hamilton, shoveled to Sanchez at first for the putout. And it's a 1-2-3 7th inning out of the bullpen for DL Hall. Brewers come to the plate in the 8th. They trail by a pair, 4-2 game. As the Dodgers 7th goes away 1-2-3.
Because in the past, when it started asking about what is your winning pitcher, I just skipped it. I didn't actually put one in. I just pressed skip.
And see, what's really unfortunate at the current moment is that the Brewers starter Shane Drowan is in line for the loss, which would really be quite an unfair result for him, because remember, it was Senzatella that gave up the 3-run home run by Muncy that gave up the Brewer lead. But the runs, the 2 runs of the 3 on the home run are credited to Drowan because he gave up the walks to get those runners on base. They were brought home on the Muncy home run. So Drowan is in line for the loss rather than Senzatella.
So confusing, but okay.
Let's see.
Whatever you just said, I concur.
How do I make that sound easier? So when Muncy hit the 3-run home run, right, to give the Dodgers the lead, they were down by 1 run, but it was a 3-run home run, right?
Yeah.
So the starter Drowan gave up 2 walks before that home run. So those 2 walks, because he gave them up, those 2 runs are charged to him.
He set the next pitcher up for failure.
Yeah, those runs are charged to him. Muncy's run is charged to Senzatella, but because it's
daylight outside, by the way, Matthew.
Of course it is. But because those 2 runs gave the Dodgers the lead, yes, Drowan is now in line for the loss, which would be quite an unfair result for him because he pitched really well.
Yeah, it is 5:15. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say, yeah. New pitcher for the Dodgers.
Another one? Who are you? 60?
48th appearance of the year for Edgardo Enriquez.
Who?
Who's pitched to a 3.02 ERA this season across 47 and 2/3 innings. A record of 4-1. Left-hander from Venezuela just turned 24 in June, and to the dismay of me, there's been more defensive changes for the Dodgers. Oh dear, that I will catch you up on in a moment. First, Gary Sanchez leads off, and a 100-mile-an-hour pitch from Enriquez misses for ball 1. Wow.
What?
That was a loud noise. 1-0. Enriquez to the plate, and Sanchez fouls it back. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I was surprised that you were barely able to keep it together after I was spewing tons of random stuff at you.
Yeah, it was, Oh my goodness me. Kike Hernandez is now in left. Mookie Betts has entered the game in short now for the Dodgers. 1-1 from Enriquez, misses inside at 101. It's 2-1. Tommy Edman, who started at second, went to short. Now he's back at second. Don't make it difficult for me or anything.
Imagine having to do all of that.
Enriquez steps off the mound. And what?
He's shaking his head.
What has he just found?
Oh, comms again.
What is?
They had this issue the last game that I watched. They had like 2 or 3 comms failures, and it delayed the game by like a good 15 minutes.
Oh Lord, don't need that tonight.
Yeah, sorry, Matthew, but yeah, it did. the 2 or 3 times it happened, total it delayed the game by like 15 minutes because people couldn't hear each other.
Oh, that's fun.
That was the day that was the time that I had no idea that these guys had communication stuff in their hats, but here we are.
2-1 from Enriquez. Sanchez takes outside, 3-1. So Edman back at second. Good God. And Betts now at short. I don't know how I'm going to have any room to write that. 3-1 is swung on and missed. Fastball at 100 up in the zone. Send you a picture of this now, JT. I've had to circle Edman after crossing him out a moment ago. Kike Hernandez has changed positions for a second time. This is a train wreck. Good God. Here's a 3-2 and a swing and a miss by Sanchez. He chased another high fastball. Enriquez blew it by him at 101. Oh my God, JT, look at that. God almighty. I've done all-star games that haven't looked that ugly. The defensive side. Here's Jake Bauers. Team leader in home runs, swings and misses at a slider that was nowhere close. Tanner Scott throwing in the Dodger bullpen.
That's how much of a mess it is. I can't even read it.
Yeah, it's a mess now. Like, this is a proper mess now. 0-1 is high. So let's see. Again, Kike Hernandez is now at left. Pages and Tucker still in center and right. Muncy is at third. Mookie Betts at short. Edman, who started at second, went to short, back at second.
What a name.
There is a called strike. We're going to get a challenge here from Bauers, and he's going to win this challenge. That was not on the upper outside corner. So, successful challenge there from Bauers. How far was it out, JT?
1.6.
There you go. 2-1.
Inches.
Thank you. 2-1 delivery is low and in. 3-1. So, yeah, Edman, who started at second, went to short, back at second. Freeman at first. Rordvet still behind the plate. And yes, Mookie Betts in at short, and you can barely see his name on that, by the way.
Incredible name.
3-1. And Bauers takes low for ball 4. Enriquez gives up a walk, and the tying run will be at the plate for Milwaukee here in the 8th as they trail by a pair. And Andrew Vaughn will be the one that comes to the plate, club in his hands. It's 2 for 2, and he's been on base 3 times tonight, Vaughn. A pair of singles and a walk. Scored a run in the 4th. Takes a strike as Enriquez got the sinker on the inside edge. 2 runs that the Brewers have scored tonight. They both came in the 4th on bases loaded walks from Roki Sasaki, the Dodger starter. Here's an 0-1. Breaking ball, well positioned. It drops for a strike. It's 0-2. Enriquez on 0-2. And Vaughn looking to send one into the seats to tie the game. He takes low, 1-2. Abner Uribe is throwing in the Milwaukee bullpen. Tanner Scott is throwing in the Dodger pen. Ball and 2 strikes, Enriquez home. Vaughn checks his swing and a pitch outside. Appeal to first. No swing, says the first base umpire. It's 2-2. Did he go around? First base umpire said no. Ooh, awfully close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Enriquez comes home and misses low. Count runs full. Fourth head-to-head meeting between these two this year. This is a 4-game series. They played a 3-game series in Milwaukee late May. 3 months ago. 3-2. Vaughn with a swing and a fly ball into center. Pages hops to his left, gets underneath it and has it for out number 2. Staying put at first is Bauers. Got quite a bit on that for what looked to be a handcuffed swing. And here comes Dave Roberts. And that's going to be it for Enriquez. His time on the mound for LA will not be very long. He faced 3 batters, got 2 outs. Tanner Scott will now come in And he'll try to get Christian Yelich to put an end to the Brewer 8th. Yelich, the one on deck.
What have you done? Okay.
For those of you not hearing me, I had to mute my mic, but still JT heard all of that. That was painful.
What did you do?
That was painful. I'm not going to share any more than just that. Oh, my Lord.
And that is why you keep score digitally, not using pen and paper.
It's 12:25. Tanner Scott will come into pitch for the Dodgers. He'll try to end the Brewer 8th inning. Tying run is at the plate, and it's Christian Yelich due up. Scott in his 52nd appearance of the year. Lefty on lefty here against Yelich. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Second-year Dodger is Scott. A 1-3 record this year. He's pitched to a 2.27 ERA in 51 appearances and 47 2/3 innings. 1-0 is high. Check swing, appeal to third. He went around, said the third base umpire. It's 1-1, and that was the right call. He definitely went around Yelich. 1-1. Scott home. Yelich takes high. $60 strikeouts to just 11 walks for Tanner Scott this year. From Warren, Ohio, 2-1 is low, 3-1 now. William Contreras is on deck. Yelich in his career against Scott just 1 for 8 with 4 strikeouts in half of the 8 at-bats. He's ahead 3-1. Does he have a green light? He does, and he swings a fly ball out to deep left. Back in the corner, at the wall! Hernandez has it to retire the side of the 8th. Kike Hernandez backpedaling at pace, looking up into the lights, finds the ball, and reels it in for out number 3. And that's the way the Brewer challenge comes to an end in the 8th with the tying run at the plate and only a few feet away from Yelich tying this game.
That was given to you on a plate for a viral TikTok clip.
Was it now?
And the Brewers crumble with that Dodgers catch.
Look at you go.
Anyway, moving on. The most American song is playing on my Spotify right now.
Is that right?
It would have probably gone well with that catch.
Born in the USA.
Nope.
No?
The other one.
Okay.
Yep.
Coming to America.
The other one.
What's the other one?
It's a very cool guitar solo that I'm listening to now.
Freebird.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great song.
And now it's my Spotify playlist is questionable at times. We go from Freebird to Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Oh my God. Christian
Bit of,
Yelich was just a few feet away from tying this game on that fly ball into the corner down the left field line that Kike Hernandez was able to snag. Hernandez made a great defensive play, remember, earlier in the game when he was playing at third. Now he's made a defensive gem in the outfield. Dodgers to bat here in the bottom of the eighth. 2-3-4 starting with Pages, who takes a strike from the left-hander DL Hall that stays in the game. Pages is 0 for 3 tonight. 0-1 is on the outside edge, off speed for a strike, 0-2. Mentioned that these two played a series in May in Milwaukee. Dodgers won 2 of those 3. This the first meeting since then, a 4-game series in LA. 0-2. Pages swings and bounces it to the left side. Vaughn has it at third, tosses across the diamond in time for out number 1.
Yeah, latest song update, Matthew, and it does relate to this broadcast because it is just the two of us on this call tonight and in the early hours of said morning.
Yes.
Yes. The title of the song was in there somewhere.
Jeez. Here's Tommy Edman, who takes a breaking pitch outside for ball 1. Edman reached on an error in the 4th, drew a walk in the 6th, and scored on the Max Muncy 3-run home run that has put the Dodgers ahead 4-2. Edman swings and swats it foul. Ball and 2 strikes to Tommy Edman. Hall stands tall on the bump. Left-hander kicks and deals. 1-2 is swung on. The bat shatters as that ball gets foul out of play on the right side.
And now this is where the MLB is a little bit questionable. We have an umpire going out to get the bat. Where is the bat dog? Come on.
Oh, dear. Possible playoff preview between these two teams. If they do meet in the postseason, history doesn't favor the Brewers overly well on that as Edman takes an off-speed pitch off the plate away. 2-2. The Dodgers all-time are 10-3 in playoff games against Milwaukee.
If they do meet in the playoffs, I will guarantee to be more professional.
Yeah. 2-2. And Edman takes a called third strike, fastball on the inside edge. And Hall registers a third strikeout in 5 batters faced out of the bullpen. So 2 gone, and Freddie Freeman comes to the plate. Freeman drew a big walk last time up in the 6th. Takes ball 1 outside here, and that was just in front of Max Muncy. Freeman had a called strike 3, challenged it. It was overturned as ball 4. Here he swings and bounces one to the right side. Difficult play for Sanchez, but he's got it. Turns and tags the bag himself. And the Dodgers are retired in the 8th. One last chance for the Brewers. We go to the 9th here at Dodger Stadium. The home-standing team from LA up 4-2. Trying to nail down another victory over the Brewers.
there's a chance we won't play the bottom of the 9th, right?
There is a
Right?
chance, yeah, or a chance.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
Stop it. There's a chance that we don't play the bottom of the 9th, Matthew.
Edwin Diaz walks out of the
I bet I
Dodger
sounded so
bullpen.
stupid then.
And it is Edwin who will try to shut this down for the Dodgers. With lights going on and off and flickering around him, he comes out. Sugar, as they call him. We'll try to shut the door.
Honey, honey.
First-year Dodger. Spent the last 7 seasons with the Mets. Before that, he was in Seattle. And both with Seattle and the Mets, he was top closer in Major League Baseball. In fact, he was an all-star with Seattle and led Major League Baseball in saves in that 2018 season with 57. Couple of 30-save years with the Mets in 21 and 22. Last year, he had 28. This year, he is not the primary closer for this Dodger team. This will be his 14th appearance of the year. He's pitched to an ERA that is quite alarming, 9.82. His ERA across 13 appearances and 11 innings. He's given up 12 earned runs in those 11 innings, including giving up 3 home runs. He has nailed down 6 saves, including one earlier this week against Kansas City. Dodgers were on a 7-game losing skid. They're starting to turn it around. They swept the Royals early in the week. Now they're trying to get off to a good start in this 4-game set against Milwaukee, one of their toughest challengers in the National League. Diaz pours in a strike to William Contreras, who leads off. The 0-1 is a fastball high. It's 1-1. Opponents are hitting .340 off of Diaz this season. 1-1 is waved at and missed on a slider out of the zone. It's 1-2. Contreras 0 for 3 tonight. 1-2 is way high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's the bottom of the Brewer order. Contreras to be followed by Ortiz and Hamilton. Diaz is a 2-pitch pitcher. 2-2 is a slider and a called strike 3. Punches out Contreras with a slider kicked in at the knees, and there's one gone. Like I said, 2-pitch pitcher. A bunch of fastballs, a bunch of sliders. That's it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here's Joey Ortiz. Singled last time up in the 7th. Takes a strike with a fastball at 96. He's been on base twice tonight. He drew a walk in the 4th. No balls and a strike to him. Diaz delivers. Fastball with a lot of movement. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on. 1 out. David Hamilton on deck. 1-1 from Diaz. Swung on and lined up the middle, a base hit. Ortiz, with a hit, made a wide turn at first and then goes back. Living on the edge if he wanted to try for 2 on that. But it's a big hit for Ortiz, his 2nd of the night. And the Brewers with some life here in the 9th. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. And it is David Hamilton, who drew a walk in the 4th. He's 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. He went right under the fastball at 97. Roki Sasaki in line for the win. Shane Drowan in line for the loss. The 2 starters will both be in the decision if it stays this way. 0-1 is up and away. Game 2 of this series tomorrow night. First pitch at 10 minutes after 7 local time. They'll play Saturday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. Here's a 1-1, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2 on Sunday, the series finale. Will be at 4:10 p.m. Eastern time. Ball and 2 strikes. Ortiz at second. Or Ortiz at first could be a threat to run for second. See if Diaz keeps an eye on him. Here's the 1-2. It's low and in. If Hamilton can get on base, it would turn it over to Jackson Chourio. 2-2. Diaz home. Hamilton with a swing and a line shot into center. That's down for a base hit. Ortiz on his horse will go to third without a throw. They're on the corners for the Brewers, who most certainly have ninth inning life. Bottom of the order with back-to-back hits. And the tying run is now on base. And the go-ahead run will come to the plate in Jackson Chourio. And great base running from Ortiz to hustle to third. And now Diaz with a jam to get out of in front of Chourio, who's second on this Brewer team in home runs this year with 17. He's driven in 48. He takes ball 1. Slider miss low and away. 46 RBIs on this team, ranks 5th. Here's the 1-0. It's on the outside edge. Fastball at 98, a strike. Hamilton at first could be a threat to run as well. He leads the team in stolen bases this year with 22. He's only been caught 6 times. 1-1 is low. See if Diaz keeps a watch on Hamilton at first. Chourio is 0 for 3 tonight, drew a walk in the third. Diaz to the plate, misses wide. It's 3-1. And we'll see if Chourio will be given a 3-1 green light or not. Garrett Mitchell is on deck. Mitchell 4th on this team in RBIs. Here's the 3-1 and a swing and a miss. Chourio had the green light, and if he made contact, he would have given it a chance to end up in the seats and give the Brewers the lead. Instead, it's 3-2. Diaz comes set, delivers. Chourio with a swing and a line drive, base hit into right center. In to score is Ortiz. This is a 1-run game. Around to third is Hamilton. 3 hits in a row off Edwin Diaz for the Brewers. It's 4-3. Tying run is 90 feet away. Chourio reaches out and pokes it into right. And Milwaukee looking for some ninth inning drama here. Now Garrett Mitchell. Rally caps on for the Brewers. As a meeting on the mound, a quick one. As Edwin Diaz has already thrown 19 pitches in this ninth inning. So Garrett Mitchell now, who's 0 for 4 tonight, could tie this game. First pitch to him is in for a strike on the inside corner, a fastball at 98. .50 RBIs this season for Mitchell. 0-1 to him. Swung on, line right field, base hit. This game is tied. Scoring is Hamilton. 4 hits in a row, and Garrett Mitchell and the Brewers have rallied in the 9th to tie the game. My gracious. The struggles on the mound for Diaz continues. A strikeout of Contreras to start the inning, and since then, 4 consecutive Milwaukee hits. And now Gary Sanchez comes to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. And he takes a first pitch strike on the outside edge. Churio at second, Mitchell at first. And Diaz with a blown save comes to the plate. Slider dipped low. We're going to get a challenge from the catcher, Rordvet. It is a strike by the smallest of margins. Goodness gracious. It just caught a sliver. So it's 2 strikes on Sanchez. Diaz home. And a called strike 3 on an elevated fastball, but now another challenge. This will come from the batter. And it's confirmed a strike. So the ABS challenge system doesn't go the way of Gary Sanchez on back-to-back pitches. It's a confirmed called strike 3, and there's 2 away. And that's going to be it for Diaz. Wow. Wow. Diaz gets pulled. It's Alex Vesia that will come on to replace him. Brand new ball game in the 9th. It's 4-4. And the Brewers with a 9th inning rally here in LA. Boy, these struggles continue for Edwin Diaz. Well, just to recap how we got here in this 9th inning. Started the 9th with the Dodgers up 4-2. But it's gotten away from them here after Diaz started the inning by striking out William Contreras. A hit by Joey Ortiz was followed by a David Hamilton hit. Ortiz raced to third. Jackson Churio lashed a hit to score Ortiz. And then Garrett Mitchell, the 4th hit in a row for the Brewers. That scored Hamilton. And here we are with this game tied, and Alex Vesia into the game for the Dodgers. 54th appearance for him this year. From Alpine, California. Pitched a couple of nights ago against Kansas City. Appeared twice in that 3-game series. Did not allow a run. And did not allow a hit in 2 innings pitched against the Royals. He's pitched to a 2.81 ERA this year across 41 and 2/3 innings, Vesia. Opponents hitting 143 off the left-hander this year. Jake Bauers will lead off. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. Bauers, the top home run hitter on this Brewers team this year. Vesia, home with an 0-1 that's fouled back. 0-2. Go-ahead run at second is Churio. Garrett Mitchell at first, but it's 0-2, and Vesia comes home with a breaking ball that misses high. Only the third time Bowers has faced Vesia. He struck out in both of the other two at-bats. Ball and 2 strikes. Vesia, the left-hander, from the letters, kicks, deals, swung on, bouncing ball through on the right side, a base hit. Around third comes Churio. He will score, and the Brewers have the lead. A meltdown for the Dodgers bullpen. Five base hits in the 9th inning by the Milwaukee Brewers. And they have rallied for 3 in the 9th to take the lead. Stunning, stunning stuff. And here's Andrew Vaughn to try to keep it going. Runners on the corners. Takes ball 1. My gracious. Mitchell advanced to third on the hit by Bowers. Vesia home of the 1-0, and that's right in for a strike with an off-speed pitch. One ball, one strike. Vesia trying to put an end to an inning from hell for the Dodgers bullpen. 1-1 is high. Brewers have done all of their scoring tonight in the 4th and the 9th, and so much of it has been off of control problems from Dodger pitchers. But what a 9th inning this has been from Milwaukee as Vesia deals. Vaughn fouls it out of play. It's 2-2. Five singles in this inning from Milwaukee, who, just keep in the back of your mind, are out of ABS challenges as we go towards the bottom of the 9th. 2-2 is high from Vesia. And taking second without a throw is Bowers. So Bowers steals second without any kind of throw from Rordvedt. So now 2 in scoring position, and they'll be going with this pitch, 3-2. The runners go. Vaughn takes ball 4 inside. And now the bases are loaded, and Christian Yelich will come to the plate, the 9th batter of the inning for Milwaukee.
The scorebook might get messy in a minute.
Already is. Here's Yelich. It's already been a big inning for Milwaukee. It could get huge. Yelich takes up and away, ball 1. Just the 3rd time for Yelich to face Vesia in his career. Yelich singled back in the 4th. Bases loaded. And a 1-0. And Yelich with a big cut and a miss, as Vesia got the fastball by him at 92. Brewers just this month alone have played 9 games decided by 2 runs or fewer. They're 5-4 in those games. Here's a 1-1, swatted foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Dodgers have played 8 decided by 2 or fewer in the month of August. They're 4-4 in those 8. The Brewers 5-4 in their 9. Played a lot of close games, and we're only middle of the month. 1-2 from Vesia is high and away, and still this inning continues. It's 2-2. As this Dodger bullpen can just not put the Brewers away in this 9th inning. Vesia from the letters, kicks, deals, 2-2 is fouled down the first baseline. As Yelich tries to provide Milwaukee some insurance. Ninth batter of the inning for the Brewers. They have 5 singles in this inning. First against Edwin Diaz, and now against Alex Vesia, who tries again at 2-2, and it misses outside, and now the count runs full. The Dodgers have walked in 2 runs tonight. Those were in the 4th, where they had a pair of bases-loaded walks. The 3-2 home, and Yelich lines it up the middle. Behind the bag is Betts to grab it, and the throw to first is in time to retire the side, but not before all the damage is done. A 5-hit inning for the Brewers. They score 3 runs. They rally to take a 5-4 lead. To the last of the 9th we go. And the Dodgers will look to rally themselves as they now trail by a run. Well, JT, that was a lot. Still trying to catch up on the scorebook, perhaps, here, JT. By the way, the other game going on alongside of us in this hour has finished. The Angels, the other LA team, has beaten Texas 7-0, which goes down as one of 5 shutouts today across Major League Baseball. The Tigers shut out Cleveland, Seattle shut out the Yankees, Boston shut out Toronto, and Washington shut out the Cubs. All right, the Dodgers.
This is confusing the hell out of me.
So
I've put that as a fielder's choice 6-3, but it's shown as someone's score, but that's not what happened.
No one scored on that.
You stayed, and I don't get why the fielder's choice 6-3 didn't get a guy out, but okay.
Well, it no doubt did. That was the 3rd out.
I'll just put it as ground 6-3, and then change outcome. And can I do fielder's choice? Yes, I can.
Now, the Dodgers bullpen has blown a save. The Brewers will not try to equal that feat. Trevor McGill comes in for Milwaukee. 49th appearance of the year, a 2-2 record. He's pitched to a 2.49 ERA across 47 innings. He has saved 21 of 23 attempts. 53 strikeouts to just 12 walks. Defensive change for Milwaukee. Luis Lara has come in to replace Bowers in right. Bowers has come to replace Sanchez at first. Mookie Betts bats for the first time tonight for LA. He takes ball 1 low. Came in as a defensive substitution in the late innings, Betts. And on 1-0, he swings and skies it to center. It stays in the yard for Mitchell, and he's got out number 1. Well, Betts was trying to create some magic straight away in his first at-bat. He could not. Max Muncy already has tonight. And here is Muncy for a second time. Hit a go-ahead 3-run home run in the 6th. His 23rd home run of the year. He takes ball 1 low and in. Dodgers always love themselves some late drama. The 1-0. Muncy with a swing and a miss on the breaking pitch that dipped low. Can McGill shut it down? Unlike the Dodger bullpen was able to. 1-1 to Muncy, swung on and missed on an elevated fastball, 1-2. This is what the Brewers have done so much this year. A ball and 2 strikes to Max Muncy, as the right-hander McGill comes home. It's in the dirt. Dodgers have quite a bit of come-from-behind wins themselves this year. They rank 3rd in Major League Baseball in comeback wins with 35, behind only the Cubs and Arizona. 2-2 is also in the dirt on a breaking pitch, and the count runs full on Muncy. Tucker on deck. The Dodgers have 2 ninth-inning comeback wins this year. McGill with a deep breath. Right-hander stands tall, kicks and fires, and it's a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Muncy will absolutely challenge. They have both of their challenges remaining, but it's not going to do him any good. It just caught the inside edge, and by a small margin, it is strike 3, and there's 2 gone. And the Dodgers are down to their last out, and it's Kyle Tucker. Tucker 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. He swung right through that knuckle curve. Tucker with 11 home runs this year. Nobody on, 2 out. Last chance for the Dodgers. 0-1 is a called strike at the knees. Tucker's going to challenge that, might as well. And this is going to be close with ABS. And it's confirmed a strike. And that only just caught a sliver at the knees. So the Dodgers burned through their 2 ABS challenges quickly, and now they're down to their last strike. "21 saves in 23 opportunities for McGill this season. This would be one of the biggest, as the Brewers try to start this series with the Dodgers on the front foot. 0-2 is outside at 100. Ball and 2 strikes. Tucker has never gotten a hit in his career off McGill. He's 0 for 3 with a couple of Ks. McGill home. Tucker takes in the dirt. 2-2. What a comeback victory this would be for the Brewers, with an epic 9th inning where they scored 3 runs on 5 hits against the Dodger bullpen. First Edwin Diaz and then Alex Vesia. McGill home, and Tucker with a swing and a drive out to right, back at the track. Lara's got it, and the Brewers win it. Milwaukee scores one of the biggest wins of their season. They score 3 runs in the top of the 9th to rally and beat the Dodgers on the road. And Milwaukee has their 75th win of the year, the first team in Major League Baseball to get to the 75-win mark this season. And what a win it is. Their 5th consecutive regular season win at Dodger Stadium. That's the longest in franchise history. as Tucker got quite a bit on it to right field, but it comes up just short at the edge of the warning track. And Milwaukee just continues to put in a blue-collar effort, pack their lunch pail and go to work. And even though some might not be paying attention, this perhaps is the best team in baseball. They're certainly the best in baseball and the first to get to 75 wins this year. And what a wild comeback win this was, JT. Worth the hype that the Brewers and Dodgers promised to give us over a 4-game set this weekend.
Crazy. And I think I kept up with it. I think. Just need to do all of these official picture annotations for the win, loss, and any saves, which I don't even know what the hell that means. Matthew does, however. So Matthew can go through that with me off air.
The loss will most certainly go to Edwin Diaz. The save will go
or on air
to Trevor McGill.
Well.
McGill the save, Diaz the loss. And I think that means DL Hall gets the win.
And any blown saves or holds?
Blown saves certainly to Diaz.
And any holds? If not, I'm going to hit the button.
I don't think so.
I have hit the button. Anyway, yeah, crazy game. And only 2 hours, 53 minutes long, Matthew. Not bad.
Thank heavens.
Yep. I will screenshot this and send it to you, Matthew.
Oh, yes, I should take a picture, shouldn't I? All right. What a wild 9th inning that was.
Crazy.
Well, again, we will sign out and finish up our Thursday night / Friday morning baseball coverage here on the channel. We will be back with you tomorrow night. Red Sox and Pirates from the scenic park in Pittsburgh. We hope you'll join us for that one. But that's it for us tonight. A 3-run 9th inning rally for the Brewers. They beat the Dodgers in LA 5-4. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Red Sox and Pirates. Until then, for the best producer in the wide world of sports, that's Josh Turner. I'm Matthew Owens signing off. Final score from Dodger Stadium. The Brewers 5, the Dodgers 4. It was a good one tonight.